It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. It's locked. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Margus Hunt in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted.
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Well, last week, the Houston Texans had a 9-game winning streak. Snapped at the hands of these Indianapolis Colts who are coming back out here on offense, CD. But you've got the Colts this week. They're now 7-6, and all of a sudden in striking distance in the playoffs.
They are in a battle for the 6th and final playoff spot. Remember, this team started 1-5 this year. And to be in this position, Andrew Luck has made it back, and he looks spectacular. But when he's really at his best, you know who he's throwing the ball to? T.Y. Hilton, who had 199 yards receiving in this game. So I can't wait to see how this finishes because their final 3, home against Dallas, a game I'll be at this week, and then home against the Giants, who have gotten progressively tougher, and then at Tennessee, and a playoff spot could be on the line in that game.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Love. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Finding room inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, one thing neat going on around the NFL again recently this year, we've seen this before, but the My Cause, My Cleats, just a chance for the players to give back to a certain charity that they like and dress up their shoes how they want. I know you saw that a couple weeks ago in your game.
I certainly did. I had the Giants and the Bears, and during this time frame, each team is allowed to designate one home game for My Cause, My Cleats. And that was the Giants' home game. They designated it. And Alec Ogletree had a big game. I mean, he had a pick 6 for a touchdown, a bunch of tackles, and his cleats were for autism awareness. What a perfect time to put that on stage. His cause, his cleats, and a big game as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, that's Hines, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think with that.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Luck. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. They give him a gain of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Luck on first down. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are in for 6. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. A second down throw for Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Nate Hairston there defensively.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The final shot before the break. Luck going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
The CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, 2nd straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Little Man Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, Little Man Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Luck. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you know, thinking back to last week around the league, it was we've had some crazy weeks this year, Charles, but this was one of the crazier, maybe the craziest week that we've had. You think about the 99-yard run that sort of kicked it all off. Of course, that wild finish in Miami. I mean, we saw a bunch of interesting things.
We certainly did. How about the 3 worst teams by record in the NFL? The Jets, the Raiders, the 49ers all won on the same weekend. We had overtime in Kansas City and in Dallas. And the 2 front runners in the NFC, New Orleans got a scare in Tampa Bay, and the Rams lost in Chicago.
Yeah, crazy, crazy weekend. It figures to be a crazy finish the rest of the way in this NFL season. Second down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Prescott to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. A try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Colts getting ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a carry from Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Strong right.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Well, Prescott here to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 42 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it to Hearns. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2, so sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Here's Prescott.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.